Hi, this is Kerry Artag with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily TSLA report for Friday, May 22nd, 2026. Before I forget, I want to mention that on this week, Tuesday and Thursday, we put out wickedstocks.com, two individual stock picks in Okta and Zeta Holdings. If you're familiar with them, you can check them out. They are setting up for what could potentially be nice buy signals as we continue into June. They've yet to elicit, but we're watching them closely. We can give you all the specific information in the two videos that you could see as soon as you finish this video. You go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 2-week trial. You'll see those stock picks. You'll see the other two, the next two that we do next week, a daily NVIDIA report, SPY, Q, Apple, etc., etc., etc. So check us out at wickedstocks.com. I like to start with this chart. This is a weekly chart that spans several years, but really what I emphasize is the fact that it was a couple of months ago we tested this 349.97 rising channel bottom, a structure that I mentioned could contain selling perhaps through the rest of the year. And within 2 to 3 months of testing that, we could anticipate its sister formation at 444.60. We could spend several months trading inside what is now 349.97 to 444.60. Now, what captured the highs last week? We pushed through this structure, did not close above it. So it did hold in one sense, but what really held better were these descending channel top, 453.29 on the weekly chart, 453.91 is a rising structure. This is our aggressive upward continuation region into June, July, and August. Within 2 to 3 months of closing above 453.91, I would expect 541.84. This is the long-term, can't really appreciate the extent of it, but it is the long-term 6-year channel top that may well contain buying well into 27. And I do think this is actually in reach by the end of the year, holding above 349.97. But in the interim, we could trade inside of this area through the third quarter before the market just might reach this upper resistance. Wrong chart. This upper resistance by the end of the year. That is the big picture in a nutshell. Now that we've come off of that resistance, that is at, this is the wrong chart, 444.60, but I've already mentioned, the 453 area. So you can see it over here. We really have it as a range, 459.50 to 453.91. Having come off of it as we have, we can perhaps reach all the way back, as I've just said, 349.97 in reach over the next couple of months. Now, we don't exactly expect it. That would come into play. Let me give you the series of events, because what we have here is a rising channel bottom that we did test Tuesday, spiked through but never closed below. It is still there as trend support. You can buy 408.05, anticipating the low 450s again, somewhere up here where all this print is, over the next week or two. That is the 1 to 2 week swing trade now to the upside. If we close below 408.05, that is only a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the downside, because we are, at least for the time being, given decent support to the 381 handle support. A 5/8 downside Fibonacci that is in correlation right now with this former channel top dropping at 381.49. Now, this will change a little bit next week. I don't know exactly where everything is going to fall into place. We do that studying over the weekend, but if we close below 408.05, it is the low 380s we're expecting, where we could bottom out on a weekly basis and round up again. Really what I struggle to say here is that you can bottom pick 408.05, anticipating then upward continuation into this 440s, 450s, low 450s within a week or two, as I've already expressed. And I don't feel comfortable playing a 2 to 3 week sell side swing trade unless we were to close below 381.49. So you can see, if you look at the far right, up pivot 408.05, upward continuation into the low 450s over the next week or two. This is a bull trend channel structure, higher highs, higher lows. We just tested the base of it earlier this week, can contain selling through next week, above which the low 450s likely. And if we were over the next week or two to close below 381.49, then I'm comfortable playing the short side into the 349.97 area. Inside of that, you've got a 3 to 5 day swing trade, but I don't see I don't see a 2 to 3 week move to make inside here. It comes with a settlement back outside of it. So holding above 408.05, we maintain a 2-week target at 453.91. Closing below 381.49, we then have a 2-week target at 349.97. All the while anticipating the very real possibility of falling into the upper 340s anyway, but it's just kind of breaking the time frames down that makes sense. We're catering to several time frames, and I know this can be confusing for those of you,
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
Who trade strictly the 3 to 5 day or strictly a 3 to 5 week time frame, because we do sort of serve up to you these shorter term time frames and longer term time frames, relatively speaking. And so I know that can be confusing because we don't adhere to a time horizon. In our own trading, we tend to take advantage of longer term 3 to 5 week to 3 to 5 month moves. We don't do a lot of day trading, swing trading, but that's because our energy is consumed with analysis for the most part, on a day-to-day basis. And so that requires a lot of energy. If you're a day trader or a swing trader, it requires focus, it requires energy, and we provide then these shorter term time frames for your trading. Let's talk upside today. I've got 430.57 as an upside 5/8 Fibonacci, can contain intraday, possibly daily highs. And if we do close today above 430.57, you can then anticipate this 449.50 to 453.91 region within just, about 2 to 3 to 5 days, where we could top out through June and fall away again. Finally, once again, closing above 453.91 would be our indication for 541.84 within 2 to 3 months, where we could top out through the rest of the year. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 2-week free trial. I will be back. We'll certainly be doing Tuesday's analysis. I think you'll be able to receive it on YouTube on Monday afternoon. For the Tuesday analysis. Obviously, the markets are closed Monday with Memorial Day, a holiday, so you have a fantastic weekend with friends and family, and we'll be back for Tuesday's Tesla.